Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. That's far enough. What? This is... What? Ah! This must be a hallucination. No. These are the memories of some other world. An immense volume of data flowing straight to my mind. It lasts for only a moment, and the memories are much too enormous and vast for me to grasp. Scratch that, I can't even begin to comprehend them. All that remains burned into my brain like a fresh brand is one image. Am I about to have to censor something? No, good. This is not the final battlefield. There's a much more suitable place, don't you think? The world is filled with multicoloured light. White King, Black King, White Apostle, Black Apostle. Now the universe stands at a crossroads. The final battle shall take place, where all time and destiny meet. Yes, in that abominable sea. Everything vanishes into multicoloured darkness. In the sea of evil and madness, beneath the properly aligned stars, white jester, black jester, white sacrifice, black sacrifice. There you can love and kill each other to your heart's content. Cthulhu has disappeared? Sandalphon, where did he... In the blink of an eye, the thing that had oppressed the city has vanished utterly. Nothing is left. Above, there is only the night sky, and below, only the ruined Arkham City. What? What the fuck is going on? Cthulhu's sudden disappearance leaves the people of Arkham not shocked or relieved, but merely dumbfounded. The thing that had reigned above their heads with such soul-crushing pressure has vanished without a trace. The hole in the sky, the scars in the earth, the wounds left by its terror and menace are so deep that none can find the emotions to fill them. What has happened to Cthulhu? Has it really been annihilated? Having done battle with it firsthand, such blind optimism is impossible for us. Hey, how's Elsa? Is she okay? I call anxiously to Dr. West, who's fiddling with the machines in Elsa's cockpit. Elsa hadn't responded since the battle with Beelzebub. Of course I'm worried. Dr. West's response, however, is completely fearless.
Ah, don't underestimate me, dear Jukuru. I am the great genius Dr. West. My masterpiece, the beloved Elsa, isn't one to be fazed by something like this.
Good morning, Robo. Elsa pops her head out of the cockpit. Thank God. That's one worry out of the way. Why is he the only one who's in good shape? I'll arrest him. I'll arrest him if it's the last thing I do. The cops are muttering behind West's back, looking pretty bad with their bandages and casts. Guess West dragged them into some shit. All I can do is offer them my condolences. Enough about that. Restore the cockpit to normal at once. To have such garish modifications made to my place, it's exceedingly displeasing.
Don't rush me. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. And if you spin a tiger enough times, he'll become delicious butter.
That is either a really weird translation, or it was a really weird line to begin with. Either way, points for weird. I sigh heavily as I watch the two shouting at each other. Just then another voice cuts into the silly atmosphere. Winfield! Hey, hey! Now the bandage-swathed butler is limping towards me, using the wall for support. Damn, why is everyone so crazy? Oh, have the designers of this game forgotten that death is a thing that happens to humans when they get stabbed? Because he took a katana straight through the chest, didn't he? Or didn't he? No, didn't he get cut in half by a katana? It was something that would have killed him, basically. You have to rest. You should be dead with your wounds. His mistress is close behind him, trying to get him to stop. I don't blame her. From what I heard, he suffered serious injuries while fighting Titus again. There's no way he's in any condition to be moving around. However, Winfield waves his mistress back with a shake of his head. I apologize for making you worry, mistress, but there is something I must tell Mr. Diaju. That's no reason to be pushing yourself. You could have just called me. I rush over to the butler just as he kneels forward, and I catch him just in time. Whoa, whoa! No doubt it takes all of his strength, but I hear his hoarse voice whisper softly in my ear. I listen carefully, taking his words to heart. When he finishes speaking, his eyes close and his body goes limp. I figure he must have lost consciousness. Winfield! I see that his bandages are stained red, so I guess he's reopened his wounds. We call the medics to take him back to the infirmary immediately. What a crazy guy. Seriously? Princess, how bad are our casualties? Really? Her expression turns grim at my question. Awful. We've lost at least 500 in this attack. When I think about the civilian casualties, to be honest, I don't want to know. And what about the kids? Please don't worry. They haven't been seriously injured, although I imagine they've suffered quite a shock. Stronger than they look. There's nothing to worry about. I'm probably just trying to reassure myself.
There! Perfect!
Too slow. I'm tired of waiting.
What? After all my hard work, you give me booze and not applause?
It's your fault for modifying it. This is exactly what you deserve.
You're the one who took your sweet time coming back.
They're awfully energetic. Now then, Mr. Diaju. Eh? I need you and Al to please come to the planning room. We found Cthulhu. A temporary planning room has been set up to fill in for the destroyed command center, and we gather there to hear about Cthulhu. We've received reports that Cthulhu manifested above New York City at the instant of its disappearance from Arkham. We believe that it warped the distance from Arkham to New York. That's what I figured, but that huge thing can teleport? What a pain in the arse. No, not exactly. This shift was most likely not the will of Cthulhu. What? At Al's descent, all eyes in the room go to her. And just what did it? Something that can force Cthulhu? Sorry, that should be Al. Well, that should be Kuru's line. Then just what did it? Something that can force Cthulhu to warp? And for what purpose? Perhaps. No, never mind. Speculation will only confuse matters. To be honest, there is too much that I don't understand. Al shakes her head and sighs, her distress evident on her face. New York has suffered severe damage from the destroyer robot army. After appearing, Cthulhu proceeded southwest across the continent, destroying every city in its path before entering the Pacific Ocean. It's going on a damn rampage. The military made sporadic counterattacks at various points, but to no effect, of course. Moreover, the White House, Pentagon, other critical installations have been destroyed by unknown attackers. The chain of command has been severed. In fact, the United States is currently incapable of functioning as a country. I'm going to resist any... let's face it. Speaking as the British guy in the room... Nah, to be honest, we kind of like America. Don't get me wrong. Independence Day is still known as the day that the Americans nicked the land we rightfully stole. But, other than that, we like you guys for the most part. Even if you do manage to turn up late for every war you don't start. What's Cthulhu's current location? Judging by its speed and heading, Cthulhu has just passed the equator. It should be here. Makoto points at a spot on the three-dimensional world map being displayed on the main monitor. Everyone stares at it, wondering what the hell Cthulhu is doing. Where is that giant octopus going? There aren't any countries between it and the South Pole.
Even though I am a great genius, even I cannot comprehend the actions of mollusks.
I wasn't asking you. What the hell are you doing waltzing in here, you terrorist?
What's that, Glasses Commoner? Are you jealous of... Ow! You hit me! You hit me again, and you're not getting away with it this time! Elsa, take care of this!
Aye, aye, sir, Robo. She's way too energetic for someone who just came back to life. Duh! You want to go, robot girl? Oh, if you don't show respect to humans, I'll chop you up and send you to God... Asimov, maybe. Hiya! Chesto! Take it outside! Ah! You people... Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Cthulhu isn't going after major cities. There haven't been any demands for surrender. What are they thinking? Just as I'm getting lost in a futile thought spiral, Al speaks up, her voice grim. It's 47 degrees 9 minutes south, 126 degrees 43 minutes west. Huh? That's where Cthulhu's going. Okay, but I look at those coordinates on the map. It's in the middle of the ocean. There's nothing nearby. I'm not getting it. The princess, however, seems to have figured it out. Sweating nervously, she continues Al's explanation. March 23rd, 1925. The alert incident. What's that? It's something that Grandfather investigated with great interest. Adrift in that region of the ocean, the crew of the armed yacht Alert encountered something strange and inexplicable rising from the waves. That was Rayleigh, Cthulhu's undersea metropolis. He intends to bring his castle to the surface. They must mean to use Rayleigh as a base from which to conquer the world. Rayleigh is an unearthly city, likely the size of a continent. Who knows how much corruption will emanate from it? Just by surfacing it could well reduce human civilization to ash. A heavy silence fills the room, and things are proceeding rapidly and inexorably towards the apocalypse. Do I, a mere human, really have the means to resist this power of absolute destruction? Even if I don't. We must stop it. The princess's voice pierces the silence, and she's right. It's not a matter of whether we can, because if we don't, the Earth is history. We will defeat Cthulhu. Despite the staggering casualties that were inflicted by the Anticross and Cthulhu, everyone and everything in the Haddo base is working non-stop to prepare for the coming battle. Win or lose, this will be the final battle. It will no doubt be more intense than ever before. Alright, toy reanimators full power. Work hard, my fairies.
If I take this circuit here... Good! Elsa, run a speed check.
Got it, Robo.
You again! Stop messing around with Demonbane. Be silent, Glasses Commoner. There! Now all response time should increase by 7.3%. With my talents, such a power-up is nothing! Oh, you numbskull, look at the stress it'll cause. The magic circuits will short out instantly like this. Nonsense! You think there's any worth in a destroyer robot that can't break its limits? That thing between your ears is much too soft. It must be because you're a mere glasses-wearing engineer who hasn't seen real battle. Shut up! You're calling what Black Lodge does to this city real battle, you perverted terrorist? Get over here and I'll beat you into it as many times as it takes. Does anybody else see these two hooking up? No? Just me? Okay. Stop barking, Glasses Commoner. Elsa? Do or die. It's like you're all trapped in an infinite loop. I suppose their strange lack of anxiety is kind of reassuring. While watching them from the corner of my eye, I roll a bullet between my fingers. It's one of the bullets that Al's been prepping with the powder of Ibn Gaza. These are special. By squinting, I can make out the tiny, complex magical symbols that she's carved painstakingly into every bullet. God-beast shells. Used bullets to summon the gods before, remember? With these, the summoning will be even more powerful. But they are limited, so use them with care. Got it. I load a cartridge with the Cthulhu bullet and a speed loader with the Thackrol ones and stuff them into my belt. These will be our trump card against Cthulhu. Not Cthulhu, against Cthulhu, idiot. If only the imaginary expansion catapult was working. I look towards the rear of the hangar. I can see the pieces of the catapult lying in the pile of debris that fills the far corner of the chamber. It looked so much like a boulder before that now I can't see it as anything other than a pile of broken rocks. I understand your impatience, but now's the time to replenish your energy and prepare for the next battle. Not to be conceited, but we are humanity's last hope. Defeat is not an option. I know. It feels like these emotions burning in my chest are going to tear me to shreds, but I force them down into the depths of my soul where they can build and build. When we face Cthulhu, I won't have to think. I can let it explode out of me. For now, I need to be patient. I turn my back to Demonbane and start walking. Before we set out, I've got things to do, and people to see. That to me seems like an excellent point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.